Margaret thought she was doing the right thing. When her daughter asked how much was in her savings account, she told her. When her son-in-law asked about the property, she showed him the paperwork. When the grandchildren visited, she spoke openly about her will, who would get what and why. She believed that honesty was the greatest gift she could give her family. Within 18 months, everything had changed. The dinner invitations became less frequent, the phone calls grew shorter, and then came the conversation she never expected, the gentle but firm suggestion that perhaps it was time to think about other living arrangements. Margaret never made the connection, but I did. And today, I want to share with you 9 things that, no matter how much you love and trust the people around you, you should keep completely to yourself. I'm not telling you this to make you suspicious of your family. I'm telling you this because nobody else will. After a certain age, the world starts asking things of you: your time, your energy, your history. And because you are a generous person, because you were raised to believe that openness is a virtue, you give freely, without thinking twice. But there is a quiet wisdom in knowing what to hold close, not out of fear, not out of distrust, but out of self-preservation, out of dignity. These 9 things, once shared, cannot be unshared, and once they are out in the world, they have a way of working against you. Let us begin. The first thing to keep secret is your exact bank balance and savings amount. I know it sounds simple, even obvious, but you would be surprised how many people in their 70s have sat across from a well-meaning family member and said, without thinking, "Oh, I have about $180,000 put away." That number does not leave the room. It takes root. It changes the way people see you, not because they are wicked, but because they are human. Suddenly, your finances become part of the family conversation. Suddenly, there are opinions about what you should do with it, how you should spend it, whether you really need that holiday. Your savings are your freedom, and freedom is worth protecting in silence. The second secret is the details of your will and estate plan. Not the existence of a will. That people may know about, but the specifics, who receives what, the amounts, the conditions, those belong only to you, your lawyer, and perhaps a single trusted person who must know. Here's what happens when you share too much. The living begin to grieve what they have not yet received. They begin to make plans around it. And when reality does not match their expectation, when you change your mind, when circumstances shift, it can shatter relationships that took decades to build. A will is a final letter. Keep it sealed until it is time to be read. The third secret is simple but serious: when your home is empty. Your routines, your travel plans, the days you spend with your sister across the state, the weeks you take every summer. In an age where we share everything, where a grandchild might post a photo of your empty driveway without thinking, this information reaches further than you imagine. Elder home burglaries are among the fastest growing crimes in the country, and the people who commit them are rarely strangers. They are people who knew, who heard, who noticed a pattern. Share your adventures after you return. Your home, like your peace of mind, deserves a quiet guard. If what I'm saying is resonating with you, if you have ever shared something and later wished you had not, I want to hear your story. Leave it in the comments below, because your experience is not just your own. It belongs to everyone watching who needs to hear it. The fourth thing to keep secret is your medical diagnoses and health vulnerabilities. Not your general well-being. Of course, your family should know you are not well when it is relevant, but the specifics, the prognosis, the limitations. Because here is what I have seen happen more times than I care to count. The moment a senior's health becomes a known quantity, the decisions begin to be made for them rather than with them. Living arrangements are discussed. Driving privileges are questioned. Financial decisions are offered as help when really they are control. You are allowed to manage your own health privately. You are allowed to decide who knows and when. Your body is still yours. Do not hand over that authority before it is necessary. The fifth secret is one that a generation ago nobody had to think about: your passwords, accounts, and digital access. We live in a world where your entire financial life, your medical records, your private correspondence, all of it exists behind a screen, and too many people over 70 have handed that access to someone else, not out of weakness, but out of love and trust. Even the most loving person given unrestricted access to your digital life holds more power over you than they should. Use a password manager. Write your credentials in a private, locked document. Share access only in a formal, legal capacity through a power of attorney when and if that time comes. Your digital life is your life. Protect it accordingly. The sixth thing to keep private is how much you have given or plan to give to each member of your family. Generosity is a beautiful instinct, but when it becomes visible, it becomes comparative. If one child knows you gave their sibling $10,000, a silent ledger opens in their mind. Every future gesture is measured against it. Every holiday, every phone call, every visit filtered through the question, am I being treated equally? Your gifts are yours to give, but the giving does not require an announcement. Quiet generosity is the purest kind. Seventh and eighth secrets is this: some of your past regrets and family histories are safer left unspoken. There is a temptation as we grow older to confess, to unburden, to finally say the things we carried for 40 years. But not every truth sets people free. Some truths only create new pain for your children, for your grandchildren, pain they will carry long after you are gone. Ask yourself not, do I need to say this, but does saying this serve anyone still living? The eighth secret follows naturally from the seventh: your true feelings about your living arrangements. If you are unhappy where you are, if you long for your own space, your own kitchen, your own quiet, be very careful about who you tell and how, because expressing that vulnerability can trigger decisions made in your name rather than by you. Process these feelings with a trusted friend, a counselor, someone outside the immediate family. Your peace deserves a safe space. And the ninth, perhaps the most important of all, is your true net worth and property value. Your home, what it is worth today, what you paid for it, what the land alone might sell for. This number, more than any other, can quietly shift the nature of every relationship around you. Not because your family is greedy, but because human beings, even loving ones, are not built to be indifferent to large amounts of money. The senior who is known to be sitting on a valuable home is not always seen the same way as the senior who is simply home. Your property is yours. Your wealth is yours. Guard it the same way you guarded your children when they were young, fiercely, quietly, and without apology. Living openly is a beautiful way to move through the world, but living wisely is an act of self-respect. You have spent a lifetime building what you have: your savings, your home, your health, your relationships, your history. You earned the right to decide what you share and what you hold close. Keeping these 9 things private is not dishonesty. It is dignity. It is the quiet declaration that your autonomy still belongs to you, that your story is still yours to tell on your terms in your time. Living separately from what others know about you does not mean loving less. What has your experience been? Have you ever shared something with a family member, a friend, a stranger, and later wished you had kept it to yourself? Please share your story in the comments below. Your wisdom could be the lifeline someone else needs to read today. And if this conversation resonated with you, please like and subscribe. You will help others find this community, and together we can redefine what it means to age with honesty and with dignity.